Stat is the Philippines' first platform for on-demand medicine delivery services, currently serving Metro Manila. For this episode, we have Stat's founder, Rameses Morales II. Hello.
Hi, hello. Thank you. Thanks, JANNI, for having me.
Yeah, thank you for accepting my invitation. So, start na tayo. So, let's start with, ano ang Stat?
Very good question. No? Kumbaga, for me to quickly describe it, Stat is a health tech company connecting the drugstores and customers by ensuring fast, complete, and hassle-free medicine delivery. Well, in comparison, we are basically the food panda for medicine and medical supplies. That's how you best describe it. Ayan.
Okay, so it's a website, right, where users can have their medicines delivered to them so they can put their orders there. So, first question ko, kaya ba nagsimula si Stat dahil sa COVID? Dahil sa pandemic?
Actually, hindi eh.
Okay.
Kwento ko sa yung story.
Yeah, sure.
Let me tell you the story how I came up with this idea. Okay. This was about 3 years ago nung pinanganak yung son ko.
Oh.
So, this was in Pampanga, in Angeles. So, ganito yung story. So, it was 10 p.m. Around 10 p.m. ng gabi, doon lumabas yung baby ko. And then, apparently, sabi ng pedia niya, siya, lactose intolerant.
Oh.
So that night, I was given a list by the doctor ng mga, they call it the lactose-free milk. So I was given a list by the doctor na, bilhin mo yan para may inumin yung anak mo, sabi sa akin.
Okay.
So, just imagine, 10 p.m., that was in Angeles, Pampanga. Point of comparison, parang medyo malayo pa from Manila. That night, I had to go through about more than 10 drugstores in more than 2 hours just to look for that milk. Ang nakakainis pa dito, every time napipila ako sa drugstore nung gabi na yun, pagdating ko sa counter, sabihin sa akin, ay sir, wala. Because baka pwede mo pakicheck sa ibang branch kasi pwede yun with big drugstores. Eh. Sabi nila, sir, mukhang wala. Yung isa meron, pero try mo. So, hindi nila masabi definitely if meron or wala. So, ayun, just imagine na I was in Pampanga. I had to go to San Fernando. I had to go to Mabalacat, to Clark area, just to look for that milk. Fortunately, nahanap ko. And fortunately for me, meron ako sasakyan, di ba?
Yeah.
But just imagine if wala ako sasakyan, di ba? Paano ko hanapin yun? That night, sabi ko, solid siguro if merong app or merong platform where I can order medicines right away and pwede lang i-deliver sa akin kaagad. Sabi ko, solid yun. Hindi ko siya ginawa. Sabi ko kasi, I'm sure sooner or later, one of the bigger players is gonna do it. So, hinold off ko muna. Sabi ko, sige, dyan lang yan. It's a good idea, but I think one of the bigger players is gonna do it. I was surprised nung 2 years after na nag-COVID na. Walang gumawa.
Yeah.
Bakit? I mean, merong si Southstar, may mga maliliit na drugstores na nagde-deliver na on their own. Pero sobrang underserved pa din nung market ng mga bumibili ng gamot. So sabi ko, it's about time somebody steps in. Sabi ko, since walang gumagawa talaga, ako nagagawa. Sabi ko.
Yeah.
So that's how I came up with the idea.
Yeah, so amazing actually yung pinanggalingan nga. And like with the pandemic nga, parang mas naging need yung medicine delivery. Pero it started with like paggabi or pag mahirap lumabas, mahirap maghanap, the medicine can actually go to you. Tama?
Correct. Actually, ginawa ko talaga tong solution to for myself. Eh.
Yeah.
Kasi wala akong time to go to the drugstore. I was handling a business. Diba, yung wife ko busy rin sa work. So every time na makailangan kaming gamot, minsan hindi namin nabibili on time kasi sobrang busy namin. So just imagine I could buy medicine in just few taps of phone, diba? So
yeah, and I'm sure maraming tao na same yung situation sa'yo. So I think they are like the main possible users. So let's talk about yung what Stat is doing. So if we look at it, actually it's connecting 3 entities, tama? So the customers, the drugstore partners, and the riders. So let's start with the customers. So first, how can customers or potential customers avail of Stat's delivery services? And like, ano ba yung medicines so far na pwede nilang ma-avail or mapa-deliver? So what's the picture for the customers?
Okay, sige. Well, first of all, our main role is to connect the customers, the drugstores, and the riders. Tama ka dun. And we make sure na everyone's in sync.
Yeah.
Currently, website pa lang yung meron kami, MVP pa lang. But right now, we are developing the mobile applications.
Wow.
Yung applications then, it will be available for customer use, for drugstores, for riders. Also on our end, yung back-end part. Yung technology will make sure na everyone's in sync, na automated and efficient yung process. But to answer your question, right now, customers can order through our website. They can go to stat.com.ph. They can order there, fill up a form. It's very easy and straightforward.
Yeah.
Once masubmit sa amin yung form, we'll take care of the rest. They can actually order anything, over-the-counter and prescription medicine as well.
Okay.
In fact, they can also take advantage of their senior discount, PWD discount.
Yeah.
But syempre, there are some qualifications. Yari, proper documentation, proper prescription, mga ganung bagay. Yun. So that's how it works.
So curious lang kasi marami naman tayong drugstores, like we have different companies. So like, can the customers specify or like, kayo na bahala talaga maghanap and bumili?
Very good question. No? We actually had a survey a couple of months ago sa mga customers namin. Kasi initially, we thought that people go to the bigger brands because they prefer them. Yung pala, they don't necessarily prefer the brand, but it's more of they go there because they feel safe with those brands.
Okay.
But essentially, they just want to make sure na kung ano yung nasa listahan nila, may bibigay. Or kung ano yung brand na preferred nila, may bibigay.
Yeah.
So, initially, we wanted to do that na pwede kang pumili ng drugstore na gusto mong bilan namin. But we had to pivot from that because, again, they just really want to feel safe.
Yeah.
So, ganun.
And also curious lang, no? Kasi diba if you get a prescription, sometimes yung generic naman yung binibigay ng doctor. So, like for availability reasons, like what if hindi available yung ganitong brand, ganyan. So, do you decide for them or like paano ba nangyayari yung ganun?
That's one good thing na ginagawa namin. So, for example, hindi available yung items or yung brands na hinahanap mo, we will provide you options definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yung mga options na yun, yung mga available options, I will give you the price. May disclosure na sabihin namin na it's different brand pero same generic lang yan. It has the same effect. So, ganun.
So, ano yung exact benefits sa customers? Like, what can they get? And is there a fee ba when they avail of the service?
Okay. Yung benefit sa customer really is first is the convenience.
Yeah.
And then second is the assurance na complete yung medicine na ordering.
Yeah.
Or at least man lang na exhaust natin lahat ng effort natin bago natin ma-deliver sa'yo. So that's basically the main benefit.
Yeah.
And then most especially ngayon, this is a bonus lang actually yung sa COVID situation. Di mo na kailangan lumabas, di mo na kailangan pumila.
Yeah.
Diba? For your other question naman, if we charge a fee, yes. Currently, we charge a 7% convenience fee and a 65 peso base delivery fee. But this fee structure may change in the future. Since right now, we're still on MVP. So right now, we're still on trial.
Yeah, but actually, if yung peace of mind yung binibili mo, kumbaga, yung convenience, I think it's worth it naman eh. And especially like with the COVID nga, it's also a responsibility din eh, diba? Like to stay at home. So I think it's really a good service to avail. It's really worth it, I think.
I agree. Actually, most of our customers would actually agree. Karamihan ng customers namin, yung mga busy na tao. Or yung mga tao na ayaw lumabas.
Yeah.
Yung mga ayaw pumila.
Yeah. Okay, and then let's go sa my drugstore partners. So, ano naman kaya yung possible benefits sa drugstores if they partner with Stat?
Main benefit for them really is we will help them increase their profit by driving online delivery sales without them investing in online platforms, without them creating a website, and they don't need to invest in delivery. And another benefit that they can get is kasi pinifilter din namin yung orders. We have our in-house pharmacist.
Yeah.
So, we decline orders na tingin namin na invalid or illegitimate.
Like?
You'll be surprised na may mga tao talagang tumatry lumusot na.
I see.
Like, I'll give you an example. But I won't name names kasi syempre, we're bound to privacy. Kung tayo nyo lang bumili ng mga IDEA-controlled medicines.
Yeah, I see.
Using a vet clinic prescription.
Yeah, gets.
Yung mga ganun, kailangan ng prescription with S2 license, mga ganun bagay.
Yeah.
So from that pa lang, we filter out na yung mga orders. So pagdating sa drugstore, which is check din naman ng mga pharmacist nila, malaki na yung chance na filtered out na yan or legitimate.
Oh, yeah, that's a great part nga. I mean, that's an important part. Okay, so question pala, kasi if you're like the food panda for medicine nga, so yung pag makikipag-partner ka sa drugstores, is it like an official partnership? Kasi like for example, if delivery service, I mean, you just buy lang naman from the, for example, from the restaurant or for Stat from the drugstore. Pero with Stat ba, like it's an official partnership or something?
Right now, we don't have anything official yet because nga, again, we're still on MVP stage. But definitely, yan yung plan naman na we're going to sign, partnerships with drugstores.
Yeah.
So, that's the vision.
Yeah. And the vision is also like to connect with all drugstores in Metro Manila.
That's better for us. That's really the goal.
Of course.
So, syempre, to be conservative, we don't really expect everyone to be on board with us. But sooner or later, I'm sure you're gonna see the benefit once you're full-blown already.
Okay, so let's go naman sa riders. So, I see rin kasi sa Facebook page ng Stat na Stat is looking for riders. So, let's start with how can riders work with Stat? And like, are you finding more riders now?
Currently, we're focusing on getting bicycle riders.
Oh, interesting.
Not motorcycle riders.
Yeah.
Because first, bicycle rider din ako.
Okay.
Kaya medyo may bias ako sa mga yan.
Yeah, but I think that's also good for the environment.
Yeah, that's our main purpose actually.
Yeah.
It's more of the environment part. We don't really want to add on the greenhouse effect.
Yeah.
So yun. At the same time, we believe na yung mga nagbabike, yan yung mga mas healthier compared to the motorcycle riders. So that's our reasoning behind that. Well, right now, we already have 300 signups of riders. So,
wow.
So right now, we're not really aggressively looking for more riders. But eventually, we are expecting for this number to grow.
Okay. And how can riders benefit? Like, may sweldo ba sila or something?
It's the same business model with the delivery aggregators.
Okay.
Per delivery basis.
Yeah.
But the good thing about us is, since bicycle riding ka, di ba, other delivery aggregators, they expect lesser pay sa inyo. Sa amin, yung pay namin, same level with the delivery aggregators. So, yung mga bayad for motorcycle, we are paying the same thing for bicycle riders.
Yeah. At saka yung bicycle ata, mas low maintenance kaysa motorcycle. Yeah.
Gas pa lang, wala.
Yeah.
But, the vision here really is to provide extra income for
for sure.
And potentially be their main source of income in the future.
Yeah. I think that's what's amazing with the startups now, especially with the pandemic situation. Many startups are not just solving a problem, they're providing jobs. And I think Stat is one of them with the riders. Okay, so I just want to know kasi with the pandemic nga, with the situation, so dumami rin yung mga ibang delivery services. I'm not sure if Stat is the only one dealing with medicines. So, ang question ko lang basically is, what sets Stat apart? So, ano yung like main edge niya over other delivery services?
Well, it's a very good and valid question. With different brands coming in and out that offers delivery service, tama ka since last year.
Yeah.
What sets us apart really is we are fully focused in medicine and medical supplies and sa vertical na yun. Well, yes, some providers are doing it at some point, pero hindi siya ganun ka-focused compared to how we are doing it. We're also creating a training program for our riders, how to handle medicine properly. Yung mga ganun. That's another technical expertise that we're going to provide.
Yeah.
And also, of course, we have other plans to expand in other services na related to healthcare services, such as teleconsult, for example. So that's the other thing that would set us apart from the delivery aggregators. Just right now, we're focusing on medicine delivery because that's our first service or first thing that we're offering right now.
And actually, malaking bagay yun yung like if you focus on the medicine expertise. Kasi medicine is, parang if I'm a customer, I want peace of mind. I want the medicine to be completely and to be securely delivered to me. So if I know that Stat, even with the riders of Stat, they have expertise in handling, I will fully trust Stat. So I think yun yung main edge ng Stat. And so as you said nga, will there be an app?
Yes. The app is under development. We are targeting na before matapos year, malabas na namin si beta for beta testers.
Yeah, okay.
We're running a lot of sprints para lang ma-deliver namin.
That's interesting. I'd love to have that app if I'm in the Philippines.
Just to give you an idea lang, yung app naman hindi lang siya medicine delivery lang. Eventually, you could Same with other providers, teleconsultation, mga ganun.
Okay, so now let's go to some background kasi you're also the owner and founder of Pomodoro Pizza na actually na-try ko nga dati sa Capitolio. So, and I love it. So, ang question is, why did you transition to STAT?
Si Pomodoro actually is a business of me and my wife.
Okay.
I'm not really the main founder. I'm just the co-founder.
Okay.
So happen na mas mahihain lang yung wife ko compared sa akin.
Okay.
So parang nangyayari ako yung...
Pero kayong dalawa yung like nag-start and everything?
And also my sister-in-law actually.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing.
Mahihain lang talaga sila.
Yeah.
Ako lang yung mas madaldal. Mas marap sa camera.
Okay.
But yeah, to answer your question, I would like to think na I'm a very passionate person. And I like solving things.
Okay.
Yung story ko earlier,
Yeah.
we came up with the idea. It has been an itch for me that I personally think it needs solving. Kasi I'm sure na-experience mo to pipila sa drugstore.
Yeah. Many times.
Tapos minsan pag pila mo, sabihin sa'yo, ay, sir, hindi kompleto to eh.
Yeah.
Try mo na lang sa iba.
Yeah, at saka ang ayoko sa mga drugstores, ang gulo ng pila. Share ko lang. Ayun, kaya ayoko talaga pumipila sa mga drugstores. Anyway.
Though yes, the bigger players really serve, their existing customers. Just so happen lang na underserved lang talaga yung market pagdating sa industry niya. Sabi ko nga, if nobody will step in now, if no one's gonna, solve this, sino?
Yeah.
Diba? Antay tayo ng ilang years ulit. Alam naman natin sa Philippines, medyo delayed tayo when it comes to technological advancements.
Yeah.
Diba? Compared to other countries. Yeah. And I think naman, no, yung desire ko to solve this problem and yung experience ko sa business, I think this makes me qualified naman to solve these things. Yeah. But right now, I'm still helping out with Pomodoro. I'm still helping out with the company. The other co-founders are the one taking over it. It has been a long discussion actually. Months of discussion. So, syempre, it's not it's a big move, diba? But, syempre, we have finally decided together as a family. So, yun na yung may mga next steps.
So, kumbaga, nanaig yung desire mo really to solve the problem.
Yes.
I think that's amazing. I mean, what you said. Kasi, yun nga, kung hindi ako, kung hindi ikaw, kung hindi tayo, sino yung gagawa? I think that's a very good line. That's also maybe like why dumadami yung startups ngayon. Kasi, ayun, saan pa ba tayo aasa? Kundi tayo. Diba?
Yes. Kaya nga, diba, going back sa story, sabi ko 3 years ago, hindi ko ginawa. Kasi sabi ko, one of the bigger things gonna do it. Sa after 3 years, wala pa din.
Yeah, actually.
So, yun.
Okay, pero ang question, sige. I'm not sure if this is a good question. Pero I mean, yung desire mo ba is more to solve the problem or more to grow the business? I mean, like, or is it the same ba?
Grow the business in the financial sense. Ganun.
Yeah.
Definitely for me, solving things. The financial side is more of a benefit na lang.
Yeah, I see.
Kasi ako, I've always envisioned myself to be somebody somebody who would do something for the society.
Wow, yeah.
For the world.
Yeah, I hope more people are like you.
Thank you. And sabi ko, this is my chance to do that. Anything financial in addition is really a huge plus.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you envision with STAT in the future? Like maybe in 5 or 10 years, ano ang nakikita mo sa STAT?
We definitely have long-term plans for STAT. But I'm sorry, hindi ko pwedeng i-disclose po.
Of course.
Since it's a trade secret.
Of course.
Just to share with you one of our visions. One of our visions is to be the Filipinos' go-to brand for anything health-related, not just in medicine, just in medical supplies, but also in drugstores, also in hospitals, also in diagnostic centers. So that's our overall goal for STAT. We also plan to be all over major cities in the Philippines, and also in Southeast Asia.
Wow.
That's how we envision it.
Yeah. And if it's okay pala to ask, kasi so you started nga with Pomodoro Pizza, which is like food, and do you really have an entrepreneur side with you, and why health related yung field na tinatackle mo now?
Good question. My first entrepreneurial journey was when I was when I was a kid yan. Sa lola ko, nagbebenta ako ng mga pizza sa bahay, mga fishball. So medyo doon nag-start. But yung own journey ko was when I was about 19, 20.
Okay.
I was buying and selling slimming coffee from a Chinese drugstore sa Binondo.
Oh, okay. So may experience ka na nga with.
Yes. Hilig ko talaga magbenta-benta ng ano-ano. I was really gravitated towards medicine, anything drugstore related emphasis. But my background really was, well, graduate ako sa LSF. Yun.
Yeah.
That was my highest educational attainment. Though, nag-college naman ako mga 1 sem, 1.5 sem, ganyan. Pero that's it. I also worked in some BPO industries, mostly mga American companies.
Yeah.
Ayun. So that's my background.
Yeah, but I really think you have the experience and like the motivation nga to do this startup. Pero I want to ask, bakit pala Stat yung name?
Good question. Nanood ka ng Grey's Anatomy? Hindi.
No.
No, alright. Well, if you're watching Grey's Anatomy, you will always hear this. Sisigaw yung doctor na, I need this stat. I need that stat. Ang ibig sabihin kasi ng medical, it's a medical term for right away, ASAP. In fact, it's an acronym for shortest turnaround time.
Okay, interesting. Nagulat ako, pero yun pala ibig sabihin niya.
Yes. Actually, yung gusto namin mangyari, you want to get your medicine, you'll get it. Parang ganun yung gusto namin mangyari.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about some challenges and achievements in building Stat and maybe sa buong entrepreneurship life mo, like even with Pomodoro Pizza. So let's start with challenges. So ano ba yung mga main challenges na you faced while on this journey?
Good question. I think medyo mahaba yung sagot ko dito.
Okay.
First challenges sa Stat, I think it's the same problems that most startup in the Philippines experience. First is yung lack of co-founder options.
Yeah.
Based on my experience, most of the experts I've talked to, in whatever industry actually, they're not really open in venturing into something or creating something. Most of the experts are looking for employments. Because syempre, yung culture natin, di ba, we are more of the employee culture. It's very rare na entrepreneurship is encouraged. But recently, na-encourage na yan. But the culture really is more of the employment type. So that's the first problem that we were having with Stat. Second is the lack of mentors. Hindi naman dahil walang magaling sa Philippines. It just so happened lang na
busy sila.
They're also busy. They're also busy, definitely. I'm really fortunate na makulit ako. I'm very persistent. I'm guided with some guys that are really good at what they do, even with Pomodoro, even with Stat. And I think I was able to get their interest is because I ask questions. I ask relevant questions. I think if I'm going to ask stupid questions, parang they don't think they're gonna pay attention to me. I think that really had na makakuha ko ng mentors. And also lastly is access to funds. Though recently rin, dami ng VCs na pupunta dito, mga agents.
Yeah.
But definitely, hindi pa rin siya ganun kadali compared to other countries. It's because of ano yung foundation natin currently. Building something looks really easy on paper. Gawa ka lang ng app solution. Feeling ng mga tao, ganun lang. But ang daming hard works behind it. The hard work, yung mga decline, even yung mga no, di ba?
Yeah.
It would really require a lot of persistency from you. If you're not persistent, I think you wouldn't make it either. Kasi parang day in, day out, parang hirap, ang dami.
Yeah, so persistence nga talaga.
But syempre, day in, day out, you really have to target growth no matter how small that is. So, yeah. So far, those are the challenges we're experiencing.
And what are Stat's best achievements so far?
Good question. We have reached 2 million GMV just a couple of days ago.
Amazing.
We actually have very good numbers. Churn rate, repeat customer rate, etc. So, personally, I think it may seem small compared to other companies. But yung team namin are really happy that we are growing little by little. Those little growths, we make sure na sincelebrate namin siya. So, we're really excited kasi we're sure for the next couple of months, just a couple of good decisions. We're sure we're going somewhere.
I really like yung sinabi mo kanina, yung sa employee culture and yung sa entrepreneurship culture. So siguro just to end this conversation, so what can you say or what are some words you can say for like aspiring entrepreneurs or startup founders? What's the best advice you can give them?
Well, first, you need to know your North Star or yung why mo, kung bakit mo ginagawa, why you're doing things. Kasi for me, if you don't know what that is, mawawala ka, you'll be lost. Okay. So whatever you're doing, your actions, your planning, and everything must be aligned with your North Stars or yung why mo. Lagi yung sikat na commercial, Nescafe, para sa mga gumising. It's actually the same thing with entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Again, if you don't like what you're doing, Diba? Better yet, huwag mo na lang gawin.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. Also, mistakes are inevitable. Yes, painful. But they are essential to your success. Some may get lucky. Minsan may mga siniswerte na iba eh. Isang startup lang, okay na. But most of us, we have to put in the work. The minutes, yung dugo, yung frustration, and everything. Sabi nga nila, pressure makes a diamond. And I firmly believe in it.
Yeah.
So, that's yung parting words.
I love the words you said so far. And ang daming advice na nasa episode na to. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Rameses. And I really support Stat, and I hope Stat grows larger. And yeah, I really hope the best for Stat.
I'm claiming it.
Yeah. Thank you for this conversation.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for having me.